Teen Mom, did Kail Lowry punch Fiance in face over cheating? Did former Teen Mom star Kail Lowry punch her fiance, Elijah Scott, in the face for cheating on her? Rumors are flying that she called off her engagement after he was allegedly caught being unfaithful. So did she get physical over what happened? Keep reading for more details. Did Kail Lowry punch Fiance in face over cheating? Kail Lowry thought she had found her forever with Elijah Scott. The two began dating in 2022 and have since welcomed 3 children together. They welcomed a son, Rio, and twins, Valley and Verse, making her a mother of 7. He eventually proposed, and they had even set a date to tie the knot. But that got derailed due to her children's busy schedules. Yet the Teen Mom alum stated that the wedding would happen at some point. Unfortunately, shortly after Kail and Elijah returned from her lavish birthday vacation, she was spotted without her ring. Immediately, fans suspected there was trouble in paradise. A TikToker had made a video about allegedly being with Elijah in early 2024 while on a cruise. It seems that was enough for Kail to end the relationship. She now has her best friend, Becky Hayter, helping with the parental duties. Amid all of the cheating drama, did Kail get physical with Elijah? According to a social media forum, Kail confronted Elijah about being with the TikToker. He supposedly confessed what he had done, causing Kail to lash out. She allegedly punched him square in the face, demanded he pack his stuff and leave. There is also a suggestion that she wanted him to take their 3 children with him. She also denied him nanny care, so the children will be watched by his mother. The former Teen Mom star did reach out on her private social media to thank everyone who has reached out. More so, she admitted that she has a lot to work out, but it is unclear if she and Elijah will reconcile. After learning about all of this, fans were very mixed on the situation. What should Kail have done? The big question is, what should Kail Lowry have done in this situation? Violence is never the answer and often causes more problems than good. However, the big issue Teen Mom fans have is her allegedly sending her 3 children with Elijah Scott away. That did not bode well in any capacity, especially since he gave her her first and only daughter. She was also compared to her mother, who abandoned Kail when she was young. Kail is gonna regret sending her darling only daughter away to prove some point, but when she wakes up it will be too late. She is her mother. Learn to break a cycle, Kail. Stop hating your kids for the baby daddies you chose, us. And watch, Kail is going to treat the 3 babies with Elijah differently than she does with Isaac, Lincoln, Lux, and Creed. I smell a no contact coming from the most of her kids by the time they hit 18. Some did question how much of this was true. They were not certain that the point about her 3 kids leaving with Elijah was fact. Yet one follower shared this tidbit regarding the physical violence. So if this is true, Kail has laid hands on all of her children's fathers now, huh? Jesus. Hopefully, Kail will learn that violence is never the answer. And if she is mad, just take time and space. Do you believe that Kail punched Elijah and sent their 3 kids with him? Or is there more to the story? It was supposed to be their happy ever after. Balloons were still deflated in the corner of the living room, remnants of the "we said yes" engagement party only days earlier. But by Tuesday night, that fairy tale had burst like cheap confetti underfoot. The only ring anyone was talking about now was the one on Brielle's fist as it connected with Zayden's jaw. Brielle Marie Thompson, 19, single mom to 2-year-old Layla, reality TV breakout star, and small-town girl with a whole lot of fight, had always said she wasn't the type to sit back and be played. What she didn't expect was to find herself in the middle of her very own betrayal storyline, ripped straight from a daytime soap. It started with a phone that wouldn't stop buzzing. Zayden, her 21-year-old fiancé and co-parent in training, was acting twitchy. He had his phone on silent, something he never did. And when it lit up with a notification that read, "Can't wait to see you again," he grabbed it like it was a live grenade and bolted to the bathroom. Brielle saw red. Wasn't she just crying on his shoulder 2 nights ago about how hard it was being a young mom, how scared she was about their future, and how much she wanted to trust him? Wasn't he the one who said, "I'm your ride or die, babe," while slipping a modest silver ring onto her finger in front of their closest friends and her camera crew? She followed him, and for the first few seconds, she wasn't sure what she was expecting. Maybe he'd say it was an old text or a wrong number. But what she didn't expect was to push open the door and catch him sitting on the closed toilet, staring at a thread of messages from a girl saved in his phone as Shanice. "What is this?" Brielle said, voice calm in that eerie, dangerous way only a woman who's past the point of hurt can be. Zayden jumped. It's nothing. Babe, it's not what you think." She snatched the phone, eyes scanning the texts. "Last night was amazing. I can't stop thinking about your hands." Is she still clueless? Her vision blurred with rage. "You cheated on me." Her voice cracked on the last word, betrayal slicing through her like glass. "I'm over here raising your kid and planning our wedding, and you're out. What, playing house with some fake asterisk bottle girl from Kenwood?" "Brielle, I swear it was one time. I was drunk. It didn't mean anything." But before he could finish, her hand flew on instinct. A full swing, palm curled tight, knuckles forward. A clean punch to the jaw that sent him stumbling into the doorframe. "You don't get to say it didn't mean anything," she yelled, now trembling, tears streaking down her face. Zayden clutched his jaw, looking stunned, not just at the punch, but at the realization that he'd officially lost the one girl who'd ever fought for him harder than he deserved. Leela started crying in the other room. Brielle froze, the sound of her daughter's sobs dragging her back to earth. Still breathing hard, she turned and walked out of the bathroom, scooped up her toddler, and whispered, "It's okay, baby. Mommy's got you." The next day, social media exploded. Someone, probably her cousin Maya, who was always live streaming drama, had recorded the aftermath, catching Brielle's exit from the house with Leela on her hip and mascara running down her cheeks. Within hours, #Brielle deserved better was trending on Teen Mom Talk. Fans flooded her DMs with messages of support, memes, and calls to ditch Zayden once and for all. One fan tweeted, "She punched him like she was punching every cheating man we've ever known." Iconic. Even Teen Mom alumna chimed in. Jade Klein wrote on her IG story, "Sometimes you gotta knock some sense into these fiancés some." Meanwhile, Zayden posted a weak apology on his IG notes. "I messed up. I hurt someone I love. I'll be better." Nobody bought it. The producers of Teen Mom, Yeoman Reckless, had already reached out to Brielle, asking if she'd be willing to do a healing journey storyline next season. She laughed in disbelief. Healing? Try rage, revenge, and maybe a glow-up. By Friday, she'd moved back in with her mom, who was never a Zayden fan to begin with. "You settle for crumbs, and you'll always be hungry," her mom muttered as she helped carry boxes. Brielle didn't say much, but she made a silent promise to herself and Lila. No more crumbs, no more excuses, and no more boys who couldn't keep it in their pants. 2 weeks later, she posted a picture of herself and Lila on the beach, sun shining on their faces, captioned, "Peace looks good on us." Zayden tried calling her once. She didn't answer.